So just the other day, probably about 2 days ago, I noticed that all the bigger sneaker YouTubers all coincidentally just happened to have the UNC ones. They just coincidentally all got them on the same day. They coincidentally made their videos all on the same day, and they coincidentally all loved them. Well, I just want to tell you guys straight up right now, right off the rip, that I am not sponsored by Nike. I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I barely make any money off of this YouTube stuff. Yeah, I might make a little bit of AdSense, but it's not all that it's cracked up to be. So what does that mean? That means that I have an unbiased opinion. So as soon as I run you this, the dopest intro you ever seen in your life, we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you the truth, the honest truth about what I think about these UNC reimagined ones.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan. The other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan. I got sneakers rated and pouring.
What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one. And before I start this video, I just want to say that I've been getting a lot of engagement on my channel lately, and most of it is really positive. So everybody that's been really positive, commenting in my videos, liking my videos, sharing my videos, I just want to say that it's very appreciated. But I do want to address a couple things. There are a couple haters here and there, not too many, it's very little, but there are a couple here and there that like to get in there and voice their opinion, which is fine, and I'm cool with that. But I've heard a couple people lately jump in my videos and say things like, oh, this guy, he's always crying and this and that, he's always complaining, it's always the same old stuff. Well, to that, I just want to say I'm here to speak the truth. Like I said in the intro, I'm not sponsored. I'm not gonna blow no smoke up your ass. I'm not a reseller. I'm not trying to sell anything to you guys. So I'm gonna tell you what I really think. And in my opinion, it's a lot better than these other guys that get on their videos every day and gas up every shoe and tell you that every shoe is a must cop when they're not. Even if they're mid, they say they're fire, and then they're turning around and they're reselling them to you. But that's a whole nother video, and we've done videos like that before. So that's not what this is about. This is about these reimagined UNC ones, and I really want to get into it. And the first thing that I want to say is that, in my opinion, it's a gimmick, of course, and I do think, in my opinion, and if you share a different opinion, that's fine with me. You can even hit me up in the comments and tell me what you think, but I think that the whole age look is out. I think it's hella played out, in my opinion. I think it's a gimmick, like I said. I think it's basically just a gimmick to sell more of the same shoes that we really want, but without giving us what we really want. And I made a video about the reimagines before, so you can look at that if you want to. So I won't get too much into that, but I do think that's what it is. So let me break that down really quick before I really get into how I feel about these shoes. But as far as these reimagines and the age look, I think what it is there's a lot of shoes in Jordan Brand and Nike's arsenal that we want, and instead of giving them to us every 6 or 7 years, which they technically kind of are, but instead of just giving us the real thing and playing them out completely so that they won't sell the next time, they give us something like it. Then they turn around and 6 years later, they'll give us what we actually want, and we'll buy it again because the last one wasn't the OG. We've been through that on this channel, but if you're new, that's my opinion on the whole reimagined thing and the age look. As far as the age look goes, I'm not feeling it no more. And I know I'm not the first person to voice this opinion or to say this or have this take on it, but my take is that obviously I think that I just don't like it personally. Like, I don't want to spend 200 or resell even on a shoe that's aged. And you could buy the fresh shoe and you could just wear it, and then in a few months, or it just matters about how often you wear it, eventually it's going to age. Eventually they're going to start turning over and looking like that. And you know what, these shoes, I'm going to tell you, you know what, before I get into my opinion, let me say this. A lot of you guys, and not everybody, but you buy these shoes maybe to impress girls, maybe to impress your friends. But if you buy an aged shoe and it looks beat up, it just looks like you have an old beat up pair of shoes to the naked eye. unless it's a sneakerhead that really knows what's going on, who's really in this, that's like a lot of us are that watch these videos, you'll be walking around in these shoes and people would just think you have an old beat up pair of shoes. And to me, I think it's kind of whack at this point. Yeah, I did like the Lost and Founds. It's one of my favorite pairs of shoes in my collection, but it's just getting kind of played to me. It's kind of out, and that's my opinion, and I think it's very, very gimmicky, and that's just my honest opinion. Now, when it comes to this shoe, the reimagined UNC ones, I don't think it's a terrible shoe. It is kind of dope in my opinion. Am I gonna get it? No, I'm not gonna get it because I've already got these, which they're not the OG UNC, but these came out a few years ago during COVID, and I haven't even wore them yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna probably save my money. Unless I see them on sale somewhere, I might pick them up. But personally, I do think that if you like them, you should get them. You shouldn't let me deter you from getting what you like and buying and wearing what you like, because that's something that I don't appreciate about the game right now, is people trying to tell other people what they should wear and what they should buy and how they should spend their money. But I would encourage you to be frugal and be selective with these pairs, especially given the current climate with the, you know, the way the world is right now, just the way everything is with the tariffs, the threat of the tariffs and the economy and all the BS. But personally, I think they're dope. I think they are cool. If you like them, you should get them. And they do look cool. But here's the thing, they do look dope, but they look dope until you look at the OG UNCs, and then you look at them side by side, and the OGs are obviously way doper. They look way fresher in my opinion when they have like that really bright white. It's more fresh, it's more clean, it looks like a new shoe. And that's just my opinion, and if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Hit me up in the comments and let me know, are you really rocking with these, or do you prefer the OGs? And do you think this is just a gimmick, and do you think it's played out? Because in my opinion, I just think it's super old, and I think it's really funny that all these YouTubers all get the shoes on the same day, they all do their videos on the same day, and they all have the same opinion. And they can't all have the same opinion. Maybe they do, maybe they're just robots, and maybe they just sheep, and maybe they just all think alike. But me personally, I have my own opinion on them, and I think they're just kind of mid. Maybe they're not mid, maybe they are pretty dope, but I think it's a gimmick, and they're not for me unless I see them go on sale and they're easy to obtain. And you know what, if they do sit, a lot of people think they might sit. I think on StockX they're going for just a little over retail. I don't know what's going to happen. People might change their mind. The energy might change on these like it often does. These might be more limited than we know, and we'll find out right before they drop, and everybody will go for them, and then they'll sell out, and the resale will go up. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe they'll just be under retail eventually. Who knows? Maybe they'll be outlet bound. Who knows? I'm not here to predict the resale for real, but I'm just here to give you my opinion on these shoes. And in my opinion, they're all right. But if you like them, go ahead and grab them if you can get them. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about the whole reimagined thing, the whole age look. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it's dope? Do you like the shoe? Do you want the shoe? Are you going to go after the shoe? I'm personally thinking I'm going to pass. I have these. I have other shoes that have UNC, but that's the one thing though. UNC shoes, as far as Jordans and stuff like that, they usually do sell pretty good. So I imagine these will probably do pretty good. If they do sit around, I don't think it's going to be very long, but I'm predicting right now that we're going to find out that the stock ain't as big as we think, and they might be out of here. But that's my opinion on it. So go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. If you like my content and you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that button, hit that bell so you can get notified every time I drop one of these bangers, and you can get some more of this good stuff in your life. But I want to say this before I get up out of here. Not every shoe is a must cop. So for me, I just like to say, support the culture and not the resellers. I'm OG Trap Jordan, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.